We are 30 days into building a brand new video game store completely from scratch. And today I'm gonna take you guys inside this building, show you all of the nice little updates, nice little tweaks that we have made. A little bit later, we're gonna go back to the basement, check in with the team and see how they're doing with this whole transition process. And I'll even give you guys a sneak peek at the mountain of inventory that I'm saving up for this new game store. But what we're stepping into here, oh my gosh, you haven't seen this lit up yet. This is beautiful. I'll take you over to the electrical box over here. This is going to be the back-end operations side of the illustrious myquickflips.com. This is where, this is gonna be the new home of most of the team. Last time you guys saw this space, none of this was painted. The floors were not done. I'll be honest, technically right now, the floors still actually aren't done. This is version 1. We're having to talk to the contractors about honestly, some of the grinding here, some of the finishing is not really up to our standards. Also new, have you guys seen this yet? I don't think you have. The colored piping in Quick Flips green. I'm really happy with how that turns out and how it's just so starkly contrasted from the black ceiling. I was a little bit nervous when I was doing the mock-ups of this space that like having the black on top and the dark on bottom and the white on the walls would look kind of like a big old Oreo. Seeing this kind of with my own eyes for the first time, and I don't think it really gives that impression at all, especially once this place is filled with stations and shelving and inventory. I don't think that is going to be much of a concern at all. You guys may remember this bad boy right up here was in parts cracked and falling down because we had to take out an observation wall from this whole little segment of the room. That is no longer a concern because we have these sturdy little support beams, these little fancy 4x4s holding this guy up, so we're all safe. You can see, look at this, it's already started. The video game mess everywhere. This was a collection buy that we actually met somebody at this store to do. And some of the stuff we didn't want to take back to the basement because we knew we weren't going to sell it online. And so here it is getting dusty and dirty. Let's get a close-up of this beautiful little fixture here, this beautiful little bit of hardware. Lovely doorknob on what will eventually be my office. I've made it, Mom. Look at me. Feels amazing. And we got some green piping even thematically over this. Another office over here for finance. This is gonna be like storage slash a little break room, I believe. Have like a little fridge, a microwave, you know, maybe bar that goes around for people to sit at and eat lunch or little snacks, a small smack roll, if you will. Our primary storage of all of our replacement cases and resurfacing supplies and poly bags for games, etc. Excess labels is mostly actually going to be all along here. We're gonna have like sort of an informal wall of shelving going across here and like kind of putting the bathrooms behind like a little bit of a privacy wall of shelves. And then we won't lose a whole lot of utility space here because along this whole wall is going to be our listing stations for Amazon. We're hoping to put 4 pretty robust listing stations. Over here will be our intake department so that when when people sell us their collections or their inventory on myquickflips.com, it'll come in the door here, or one of these doors. We'll have shelving right next to these windows where all of the unopened boxes will be. And that way our team can just go, boom, grab something here, plop it onto the intake station here, and they'll be surrounded by all kinds of bins of games that need to be resurfaced here, and games that need to be cleaned because they're dirty here, and games that are totally fine and ready to go off and be bagged here. We've been doing a lot of like drawings and mock-ups of maximally efficient stations based on our current processes that you guys know my dorky little business mind is really going nuts over right now. So that is this space. But this, as you guys know, is only half of the equation because over on this side of this lovely wall is actually the game store. You can see the difference is black and white. Sorry, Mom, for that one. If you're still watching, I apologize. A lot of guys may see this and be like, Caleb, what have you done? You should know, sir, that if you paint the ceiling and the walls black in any room, it's going to feel much smaller. It's going to feel like a cave. It's going to feel like you're a little fox in the woods going to crawl into your den. I don't think so. I think this actually was a pretty great decision, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it's distinctive, right? This looks very different than GameStop and your average mom and pop game shop. I think the piping absolutely pops in this room. And this is just a microcosm of what all of our inventory is also going to do, because you have to realize in a video game store, so much of the inventory you carry is very brightly colored. So if you have a bunch of walls that are primary colors and bright and look at me, and then you have inventory that's also bright and look at me, it all just becomes kind of washed out and forgettable. With these black walls and black ceilings, and what will probably ultimately be sort of a medium dark floor, you will not be able to miss, for example, if we have a 6-foot display case of Switch games that are bright red. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, this thing is just shining in the back corner. You guys remember in like the old Disney stores, like in the 90s or 2000s, they would have these like mountains of plush right in the middle of the back of the store that like you would walk in the store doors and it would just draw you in like, oh my gosh, there's 50 Mickeys sitting on like this Mickey mountain. I really like that idea. I kind of want to steal it, except instead of Mickey, it would be Mario and Pokemon and I don't know, Falco, all just sitting in a massive mound somewhere back in the corner. And the point is, all of those are gonna be very brightly colored. So these walls are going to help those pop and stand out and be that much more memorable in a way I'm really excited for. As you can see, we're far from done with this space. This originally, I am not ashamed to tell you guys, was the week that we were hoping to be moving into this space. Granted, the more important space for move-in operationally is that one, and that one is closer. But we still need to do, we've still got HVAC problems. We've still got flooring problems. We've got to, redo the trim and stuff. And over here, the drywall isn't even all done because we have some remaining electrical work that needs to be tied up in this corner. But boy, on the whole, I'm feeling really good with how this is looking. It's still pretty rough, but I feel like it's at the point now where like I can kind of see it. Well, folks, as the basement has slowly grown and our team has grown, we have unfortunately had to drastically lower our standards for who we're willing to allow into this basement. And so in that spirit, come on down, new applicant.
I heard that intro and I don't like it.
Randomly traveling through Kentucky today, none other than Editor Riff himself.
Yes, sir. Good to be here. It's so weird to see you and all your people in the flesh. Not you.
Yeah, let me introduce you around. This is a pretty standard week in the basement here. We have my matching twins here, Logan and Quinn.
Is it mandatory for them to be wearing these shirts?
No, absolutely.
I text them before work every day.
Okay.
This is kind of a standard week of chaos here. Uh-oh. Here comes China.
Here it comes. What's up? How are ya?
Oh, nice to meet you.
China's a big fan.
How are ya?
Oh,
Nice to meet
hello.
ya. Can I buy stuff?
Yeah, I would sell you stuff. I'm not above selling you stuff.
Not above it. Huh?
If the number's right, dude, you can grease my pockets if you want.
I'd love to see it, man. It's so cool to see your whole operation, how you started.
China,
from.
you have any questions for our celebrity guest?
No.
I think Shauna's hiding because she's looking.
China, don't hide from me.
Oh my god, I can't
China
wait.
is hiding.
Don't
I've been
hide from me.
watching Caleb for such a long time when Editor Riff went and came on the videos, and you would make your funny clips. It was awesome.
So you were
Don't
watching
say
it.
that.
You were,
Tell them the truth.
Okay, first it was kind of cringy, but I just still
They still are. They still
it
are.
was kind of cringy, but no, it was.
She
it was
had the
cool.
hot take. She actually didn't like it. She thought the videos took a hit when you came.
No,
onto the
I
channel.
never said
Let me
that.
tell you this.
I
You did say
did-
that.
Let me
I
tell you
did
this.
say it was a little cringy.
Let me tell you this.
I did.
Most people who
But-
watch my show, I get one of the most popular comments I get is, "I started out not liking you, and you grew on me." I hear that all the time.
When you came in hot.
I did.
It
I
was like
wasn't
a
like-
drastic change in
It
style,
was
and
a
then
pretty-
over time,
100%.
we kind of met in the middle.
And now, luckily, most of your audience just hates you.
They have no hatred left for you.
Yeah, it mostly went to you. So.
It's all reserved for me. Well,
Yeah.
hey, at least everyone's on the same side.
Yeah.
You wanna? I don't know. Should we put you to work unboxing some intake
Yes.
over here?
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Here we go. Ready?
Careful of the merchandise in there.
Do I need to
Why is
log
it
this
all
in or
gonna be on
something?
Charlie?
No, hey, you're good,
No,
man.
no, you're good.
Whatever you do is our new standard practice.
Dang it! It's not cartridge.
Hey, dig a little bit, man.
Okay.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I always judge a book by its. A lot of Guitar Heroes, GTAs, Xboxes, more. Caleb, there's one thing I have to tell the world. Discs don't excite me. I'm just gonna be honest. I need good old plastic cartridges.
Yeah, I don't know if you would like this job then. We get a lot of discs.
Do you? Is that the majority? Is discs?
Well, you can see from this batch.
Well, I do. I can handle like PlayStation.
Here's a little something. Ooh,
Wow.
a Cheez-It.
That's see that box
Okay, hold on.
made it move a little.
Okay, don't say
This
that.
is content. This is juice.
We're gonna need to get somebody editing this. Do you know anyone?
I'm getting filled up real quick. You know what's funny? I actually could probably use a bunch of these for our set.
What do you mean set?
We're doing top 100 Super Nintendo games, Ricky and I. That's
Oh,
what we're
has
playing.
that started?
It hasn't even aired yet.
Well, hey man, like I said, I will sell you some of this stuff, but maybe we'll wait until your video.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
Check out the Pixel Game Squad YouTube channel, folks,
Yeah.
if you want the other half of this interaction.
the first comment I ever got from Caleb on my channel, all I remember is it was a video of us at Southeast Game Exchange, and a comment came in from this little channel called Phoenix Resale and said, "This video is better than my entire channel's existence." And I was like, oh.
I was probably under the influence.
And I met you at a bar. I actually met you at a bar. You were sitting at a bar at Southeast Game Exchange.
Two
And
gamers.
Corbin and Amy introduced us.
Two gamers walk into a bar. At this point, we are holding up my entire team.
I'm sorry, guys.
Distracting the rest. So let's. I'll take you upstairs and show you some of the inventory that we've set aside for the store.
Can I
How
see
about
your
that?
bedroom?
Don't pretend like you haven't already seen it. So I also promised you guys an update on the amount of inventory that we have saved for the store, and since we have the delight of good old Riff's presence.
I was trying to pet your dog.
Come here, boy. Dude, get Pikachu out of your mouth and come and look at these video games. Oh, you recognize that?
Retro Games Plus from California.
Dude, you want to know something sad? So we were just talking about how I bought a collection in California recently, which you guys, have you seen it yet? Maybe you've seen it. That video is gonna go live around the time this video does. I was shipping the collection back from California, and in the back of Retro Games Plus, it's a heavy one. And I both did a trade with Chris for some of the bulkier items so I didn't have to ship them back, the store owner, and I also needed more packing material. So I was like, I'll trade you some plushes for these collector's edition games.
No way.
And that's where some of these came from. I also wanted to run an experiment of like how well do these do, like this initial little batch in store. So anyways, that's the story
I
behind
hear
those.
plushies do great. You want to know something interesting? And I've told not a soul this yet. Not even a soul knows this yet.
Okay.
I actually think my next series is gonna be like a hybrid of Switch and Switch 2.
Really? A little mission switch action for Editor Riff. I like
I'm
it.
thinking maybe, but like next level crazy, like every Switch game.
Is that like 1600 or something like
Yeah.
that?
And Switch 2 going forward. Like as it comes out, I buy it.
So tens of thousands of dollars we're talking.
I'm trying to stay relevant. You have a good amount of Switch, which I see too right here, which looks good. As much as I say the Switch doesn't have my favorite looking boxes, they do look nice on shelves.
Yeah, Rick's been telling me that Switch does really well in store, so I'm trying to save up
Okay.
a lot of this stuff for the store, especially this kind of stuff that weirdly enough, like on Amazon for this game, we might get like 25 bucks after fees, but in store, this might be like a $45 game.
Do you envision yourself being someone of a store? I know some stores like to like have the high-end stuff like in their store. Like our store has all the goodies. Or do you, I know other stores, not gonna name names, where people they like to have more mid-range stuff at the store and less high-end stuff on the shelves.
I think it will definitely be a healthy mix, and our long-term strategy will depend a lot on what our customers want. Like,
You know what your customers don't want? They don't want any of this stuff. I think I should buy it from you
Uh-oh.
right now. Zelda, Metroid. Nobody cares about Brain. Like,
yeah, anything cartridge.
what? Who even cares about Zelda?
Yeah, you know what? You're talking me into it. I didn't really want those on our shelves anyway.
Garbage. I mean, I'm joking with you, but obviously I don't want to take all your good stuff, but you have stuff that I would love to buy, but I'll just put them back. Unless you change your mind.
Hey, man, you make me offers. I'm susceptible.
I'm a big believer in like you, I'll pay you fair.
Yeah.
Like I want you to make money. That's my goal.
And this might be hard to believe, but I like to flip stuff quick.
Oh, this video is brought to you by Quick Flips. Go to myquickflips.com and put in your code. I tried.
Now, some people watching may say, Caleb, why in the world would you let him pillage these store boxes for all of these beautiful NES and Super Nintendo games.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. That would look amazing in a shelf. And the reality is right now, two things. One, I'm much more concerned with cash flow, right? Not concerned with it, but I'm thinking about it. I want to make sure that we maintain enough money to keep buying good collections as they come in the door. Because when we open our doors in the next, who knows, month, I don't know what could come in those doors, and I want to have plenty of cash flow to pay people out. I'm a little bit more concerned with that than having our shelves fully stocked from day one, because once we soft open, we're still gonna have probably a month, I don't know, 5-6 weeks to make sure that the shelves are the way that we want them. This is secondary to making sure that we have the resources to continue to make good deals.
So what are your thoughts on the expensive games, but that aren't like quick movers? Do you want to have a lot of that stuff in your store, or would you prefer like 20 Mario 3s?
Yeah, those I'm thrilled to move. I would like to have them in stock because I want the store to be somewhere that collectors are excited to go.
Totally.
But I don't need to have all of them in stock. I'm trying to achieve, my goal for the store is I want to have that kind of unicorn store that is always in stock with the staples, but also is really exciting and has a lot of the like random, more obscure, higher end stuff that the collectors are more likely to want, right? You have your Mortal Kombats, but you also have your boxed Dragon Warriors and Zeldas and stuff.
I need this for the set.
You like retro stuff?
I hate retro games.
All right, so one last question for you, Riff, before I let you go.
Yes.
Do you think that this is enough stuff to stock the store as it sits right now? Or do we have a long way to go?
I'd say you need 20% more.
Okay.
It's my guess.
So we're close.
Pure guesstimate.
Got a few weeks to hit that. I think we're in good shape.
I need to see your store first. I'll answer that another day.
Tune into his channel to see his reaction to the store. We're about to head there right now. Dude, thank you for doing this. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
As much trouble as I give you, it's always a pleasure.
I wish you endless luck, dude. I know you're going to kill it. You have yet to not kill it. The only thing you ever ruined is the GameCube game.